Sierra and
K70S and 7 Whiskey Sugar. Copy, Phil.
The Whiskey Sugar station, come again?
That's November 7 Whiskey Sugar. November 7 Whiskey Sugar.
If you are crossing Arizona in a covered wagon, that there's a state law that requires you.
Later, quicker. But anyway, I happened to wake up this morning and looked out at 3 o'clock, which was what I'm planning on taking off. And the sky, there were some clouds up above, but around the clouds, up towards the north, you could see the sky was getting fairly light. So this time of year, I mean, today I think is, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow is the longest day of the year. So, got to be.
I need to care more about my skin. ShortWave skin care is so
Cold Lake, Alberta. That's in the northeastern part of Alberta. I have not heard of the Hood Canal. Whereabouts is that in Washington State, Fred? Back to you.
Sure, Mike. The Hood Canal is in western Washington, in between the Olympic Peninsula Mountain Range and the Cascade Mountain Range. It looks like a fish hook, and it seems to be a giant fjord, so it's salt water. Even though I'm over 100 miles away from the ocean, I've got salt water in front of my house, and so it's kind of cool. It's connected to the Puget Sound, which is so I'm about southwest of Seattle, about 75 miles over.
Copy that. Well, thank you for the description. I'm kind of looking on a map. Is that well, it's not a very good map, but does that put you somewhere between Olympia and Seattle itself?
You stayed out there for a second, Mike. Can I verify the last two of your call sign? I think it's Mike Bravo, Victor Alpha 6 Mike Bravo. Is that correct?
QSL, 100%, Fred. Kilo Golf 7, Whiskey Echo, Quebec. This is Victor Alpha 6 Mike Bravo. Funny how that band just fell apart. I actually did turn to my beam around. I am pointing into the southwest right at the moment, and it's funny how it just collapsed within a few minutes. Do you still copy, Fred?
Yeah, oh yeah, now you're booming again. Yeah, it must be that the band, getting long and short or something, but man, you sound good. So what's it like up there in Alberta right now? What's your weather like?
It's simply awesome, actually. We got into the 80s for a few days, and then in the last couple of weeks, we've had well, you got to remember that we're Canadian Prairie Province out here, and any rain is really appreciated, and in the last 2 weeks, we've had at this QTH 4.5 inches of rain, so everything's all greened up real nice. The leaves are right out on our poplar trees, and a lot of growth on our pines is happening. So it's a pretty exciting time of the year. Kind of a cool day today. I see it's around 56 degrees Fahrenheit right at the moment, but the sun is out and the light breeze. So yeah, a perfect early summer day for us. Back to you.
Yeah, it's heating up here. I think we're probably going to get in the 80s today, and Washington State is very beautiful when the sun's out. All the blue water and the green trees. I get a little, I've lived here my whole life, I get a little bummed come January and February with all the gray days. But this time of year, there's no place I'd rather be. By the way, I'm talking to you on a brand new FTVX 101. I made some money in the stock market, and I've been saving up and bought it. So I'm hopefully my audio sounds good. I'm just doing 100 watts, and I'm using an off-center fed dipole, about 40 feet in the air, inverted. Over.
Oh, QSL. Well, congratulations. Congratulations with that new radio purchase. I understand that the bandscope spectrum display is supposed to be just something out of the world on that brand new radio, and I wish that I had the technology in this station to get to the next level. A very good friend. Your signal records 5.8 into Alberta, 100% copy. Your audio sounds good. It's not overdriven or clipped or anything of that nature. I think the range is pretty good. Yeah, you've done a good job in setting up your radio. Back to you.
I did set up a couple of the EQ settings, but I haven't done any firmware updates or anything, so it's basically just out of the box. But I did make a couple adjustments. I got tonight, there was a couple guys on 80 meters that own these radios, and they kind of helped me to set a couple settings up for my audio, transmit audio, and that I think helped a lot. Yeah, I got my ticket back in 2015, and my first HS rig was a 991 I bought in 2016. I still have it, but I'm going to use that for 6 meters, 10 meters, and 2 meters and 440. But yeah, I was planning on getting an FTVX 10. I wanted to make enough money to buy one of those. But my son helped me out a little bit as far as what to do in the stock market, and in a couple weeks I made quadruple my money, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to go for the big boy now. So yeah, I wasn't planning on getting this radio, but it's big and it's really nice, and probably don't deserve it, but you know, what the heck, I got it now. Over.
Kilo Golf 7, Whiskey Echo, Quebec, Vic Alpha 6, Mike Bravo. Well, Fred, I truly feel good for you. A radio like that, in my mind, is what I would call a legacy radio. That's once you got that, really there's not much need for any steps above that. So congratulations. I'm running a little bit older kit on this end here. I've got a Kenwood TS590 Sierra, and it's my very first HF rig. I bought it brand new. This is going on 2011. So yeah, exactly 10 years ago I've had it on the desk here. I do have some Meritron amps in line that I added to the station about 4 years ago, or 3 years ago I should say. I'm doing about 700 watts with it, and my antenna is a 3-element mostly east, and pointed into the southwest. It's mostly TA53, and it's up at 52 feet. Back to you, Fred.
Pictures on QRZ, nice tower and antenna. Up there. It looks gorgeous where you live. I've only been in British Columbia. I have not got a chance to see any rest of Canada, but I'd love to get up there someday and travel around the hunt.
Oh, QSL. Well, both our countries are big countries. You know, like comparing Alberta and British Columbia is almost black and white. It's comparing with Washington State and North Dakota Minnesota. Hi. So, big countries. I'm not really much of a world traveler, especially Canada. I've actually, I've only visited Western Canada. Other than Edward Island, I haven't spent much time in Eastern Canada myself. I visited a few places in the United States. I once, but not in your area. My wife and I've got a motorhome, and we followed the Okanagan Valley down into Wenatchee, and then made a loop and came back out one early spring. But I'm sure that's not representative of where you're living. Back to you.
Yeah, Eastern Washington is completely different than Western Washington. It's all high desert up there, and it's true. That's what I love about my city. So you've got the ocean. Eastern Washington, and the Okanagan is gorgeous. My grandparents used to live up in the Okanagan when I was a kid. So I got a chance to see all of Washington State when I was young. Once you go to Germany, it looks just like Washington. It's the trees, the foliage, the weather. I joined the Army to go see the world, and they sent me to a place that looks just like where I came from. So, that was kind of weird. It looks like, are you in the oil industry? It looks like you work on some oil rigs from your George decade. That looks kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, you bet, Fred. Well, actually, I'm recently, excuse me, I'm recently spent my career in the upstream oil industry and production. I spent a big part of time as well site supervisor looking after the workover and completions rigs. So that's what brought me up here into Cold Lake is answering a newspaper ad for work in the oil fields up here. Cold Lake Oil Sands 25 odd years ago. And I'm glad I made it up here, and it was a good career for me. I will have to say, my wife and I, we raised 3 boys, and they're all on their own. So, you bet. Oil industry, really enjoyed the career.
That's pretty cool. And it looks like it was a good job. So now you're retired. You got any plans, or are you going to do something else, or are you just going to enjoy the retirement?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I was a contractor, was self-employed, and when times were good up to about 2018, I've worked, and when you're a contractor or self-employed, it's the old adage, you make hay when the sun shines, because you don't, how could I put it, you don't know when the work's going to end, and so, to be quite honest, I lived in my home. My wife and I picked out the design myself, and my wife and I had it built here. And I didn't even know what all light switches, which lights for the first maybe 7 years that I lived in the house, because I just was a place for me to spend the evening, retire for night, and so I'm just starting. The biggest thing I'm doing now is my acreage is partially treed, and I'm kind of cleaning up all the deadfalls and pines and everything like that, dropping it so being less of a fire hazard. My wife and I put in a couple garden plots, and just to work around the acreage. We've gone on a few little RV trips, but just the acreage is keeping us busy for now. I'm sure I'll get caught up at one point, but right now, just focusing my attention on the acreage and getting that up to snuff.
Roger that. Well, I only have a 100 by 100 piece of property, and with a garden, and then my wife, she's got her flowers and stuff like that, and lots of work just to do on a small lot. I can't imagine having a bunch of acreage. That'll keep you busy a long time, over.
Oh, QSL. And then you got to remember, friend, I work at a different pace now. So, things take a little longer to and then also I am a mechanical fine, so I do my own automobile maintenance and the like. So there's always something, and then the home maintenance as well. This spring I did the brakes on my pickup truck, and then also I've got my own water well on the acreage, and also the septic field, and then my septic tank pump gave out. So by the time I pulled down with the new one, well, with the new one, so it's ways to do something pop up.
I totally understand. I get it. Yeah, my wife and I, we work from home, and I sell metal buildings, and so we're pretty lucky. I had a large business at one time, but one of my employees, she started her own business, and I work for her now. And my wife and I don't have all that stress, and we just get in the morning, get her a cup of coffee, sit down at our computers, and work from home. And then when I'm off work, I'm off of work. I don't have to think about stuff like I did when I owned my own business. And so it's been pretty, the last 2 years have been pretty stress-free. And not as much money, but the house is almost paid off, and we got no bills. So I think we're sitting pretty good. So it's a good feeling. And she's about to get me to go to work on the garden as we speak, so I should let you go. But it was great talking to you, Mike. I hope you have a wonderful Father's Day, and I hope to talk to you again. Let's see here. Let me see if I can remember your call sign here. Victor Alpha 6 Mike Bravo. This is Kilo Golf 7 Whiskey Echo Quebec.
Kilo Golf 7 Whiskey Echo Quebec. No, the pleasure's been all mine. Thanks. First contact of this morning for me, Fred, and what a great way to start off a person's day with a cheery, upbeat note. 73, and enjoy your garden work, and also see you, Fred. If you have a family, happy Father's Day to you too. 73 from Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo.
Have a great day. Enjoy your day, and maybe we'll get a chance to chat again. I did live in the I lived in the South Bay area of California for a while, in the down by San Jose and Sunnyvale. I even spent 6 months in Tarzana in LA, but that was back when I was in my 20s, straight out of college. So anyway, best wishes, 7-3. Have a great day, and thanks for the chat. I appreciate the assistance with checking the hand mic out. 7-3, I got to run too. My voice is just about toast. W6 Oscar Lima Lima, K7SWP 73.
K7SWP W6OL. Fine business, Bob. Really nice to talk to you today. Take care. Enjoy your day. 73, all the best. W6OL.
I keep a separate log for Oregon and for Phoenix, so if we worked before, we wouldn't show up here, because if I'd worked here from Oregon at least. So this shows us the first contact in Arizona. Correct me if I have that wrong. But anyway, I participated a little bit in the All-Asian contest this weekend and picked up a new DX-Entity Marshall Islands, which with the limited station I have, I'm always glad to pick up a new one. So, Ed, I don't have a lot for you. It's warm. In fact, I need to pour another cool one. AE2B from K7YDL.
All right, Greg, real good. I'm going to swing this hunk of aluminum back northeast, and job well done. And it only took me 26 years to get to this level break, so I got the final piece of the puzzle back in December. I got my amplifier. And, well, I can tell you my call sign, my radio, my amp is going to go to my grave with me, pal. I absolutely love and cherish what I got. It does everything I want in that sun. The heat is on in AZ. The heat almost a century mark Friday, but we're in the evening is rain. Again, very well welcome. Thanks for stopping in, Greg. We'll get you cold one, and I'll say good morning from Georgia. And we'll do it again. Great to get you in lodge. Thank you for the call. Kilo 7, Yankee Delta Lima, Alpha Echo 2 Bravo. Greg, on your final good morning.
Okay, man. Good morning. And happy Father's Day if you're a father. And this trip to Arizona from Oregon is kind of my Father's Day present. So I've been batching it for 2 weeks. Haven't worn a pair of pants since I got here. K7YDL, thanks very much, Ed. See you down the road.
Take care, pal. Stay cool. Alpha Echo 2 Bravo. And anybody else out west before I go northeast, AE2B. The case now is giving us phonetically, too? Okay, I guess your name is Ted. Let me see. Good job, Ted. Another good job. Well. All right, Ted. How you doing? Good morning from Georgia. And I am looking at that, that's an advertising. Oh, no, that's full scan picture. Is that your street? Okay, I was going to say, wow, I love it, man. Cool, I love the brother. All right, let me see, where am I? Ted, name is Ed. Ed, that's me. Right around just about 85 miles southeast of Atlanta. Back to you. The wire. What is the transceiver, Ted? Look at the signal. I'll give it to you next over, Ted. Go ahead.
Look for maritime mobile check-ins at this point. Any maritime mobile station at sea or import that would like to check in with the Maritime Mobile Service Network, over. Back open to any station anywhere with or without traffic, over. VA6ORO, Mike and calibrate for the Maritime Mobile Service Network. With any stations that would like to check in any station anywhere with or without traffic, over. And my SDR is timed out on me, so I need to restart that. All right, nothing heard here in Calgary or on the SDR.
Victor Alpha 6 Oscar Romeo Oscar for the Maritime Mobile Service Network, taking check-ins from any station, anywhere with or without traffic, over. Maritime Mobile Service Network. I'm taking check-ins from any station, anywhere, with or without traffic, over. Again, this is VA6ORO, Mike in Calgary for the Maritime Mobile Service Network. We're taking check-ins from any station, anywhere, with or without traffic, over.
Yeah, recheck, W0LS.
This is VA6ORO, over.
Yeah, did you copy, Mike?
Got you loud and clear, 5-9.
Okay, I was offline, my computer went down. Everything going okay?
Yeah, the check-ins have slowed down in this second half of the hour, so it's been not bad, over.
Okay, that's great. We'll probably listen along until the top, but nice job, and glad you had some activity, W0.
Yeah, that makes it quite a bit of fun, and I had a call from a guy in Madras, Oregon, which I'm familiar with from solar eclipse a few years ago, so it was interesting to chat with him, and Dick checked in to let me know he's there for the top of the hour, so it's all good, over.
That's great. Yeah, I heard your conversation with the Madras station and the 8-hour trip back to Bend.
I'll never forget that. Really, I'll describe it to you in detail sometime. There's literally not enough time left in this hour to go through. So anyway, I'll get back to some calls here, and we can chat later.
You bet, 73, Mike, W0.
73. So this is VA6ORO, Mike in Calgary, for the Maritime Mobile Service Network. I'm looking for check-ins, any station, anywhere, with or without traffic, over. Kilo 7, Romeo Golf. Kilo 7, Romeo Golf. You are strong here in Calgary, over.
Thank you very much. Name is Joe, location Tuesday, Oregon. Are you looking for check-ins? Just thought I'd check into the Maritime Service.
Thanks, Joe. Could you give me that town again?
Tuesday, Charlie, Oscar, Sierra, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee. We're on the southern Oregon coast. Oh yeah, I have many years ago, but it's been a while since I've checked in last.
No, I guess it was long enough ago that you're not in this current electronic log sheet, so I'll make sure you get put in there. And so that's K7, Romeo Golf, Joe.
Hello, just outside Seattle, across the lake, over.
Oh, that must be nice. And you live, is it a kind of an urban area that you live in?
Yes, Mike, that's correct. I do live in the urban area. I was born and raised in New Jersey, and once I had my child, I decided to move him out here for a different way of life, and I'm not going back to the city anymore. I'm staying out in the urban, over.
Oh, sure, so, well, my wife and I actually have visited New Jersey, just kind of had a little holiday say Newark is where we stayed because of flight flights, and then we take the train into New York and fool around there. It was an interesting vacation and saw the Statue of Liberty and everything like that, but a little bit too many people for me. I live in northeastern Alberta, predominantly rural, very rural place.
Oh, very well. That is more the life I'm looking for. The older I get, the further away from people I want to be, I find. So I think my next home is, I don't know where it'll be, but it'll definitely be in a rural area. And then so I can put a tower up as well, Mike. Over.
Oh, QSL. Well, there's so many really, really good choices out there you can have for towers, for incentives. I guess the only thing that, looking back, where I'm limited is I'm limited my tower wind loading. The tower that I put up, I bought it used. It's called the Del High. It was manufactured in Ontario somewhere, so Western Canada was flooded with these, and you can still buy interchangeable parts for them, brand new. They're still making them, but the problem with my particular tower is the wind loading. It's only good for smaller Yankees. I guess if I have in the future, if you're going through that expense, even though that you're putting a smaller Yankee on now, you might want to get a larger one later. So the only thing that I would probably say is if you could just have your tower oversized in case you want to upgrade your Yankee.
Oh, very good, Mike. That's good advice. Thank you. I eventually am going to definitely do that. This is a hobby I will never give up. I'm so happy that I got into this. It's the best thing I ever did. I did work on radio, public service radio, which was mostly FM radio back in the day when I first got out of tech school, but I never was interested in getting my amateur license for some reason. Obviously young and stupid at the time, and now that I've gotten older, I really value it. So, great hobby. I love it. So, Mike, I'm 7-3 because our net is ready to start at 11 a.m., and I want to get on that for our ham club, and it's been a pleasure meeting you and with you, and I hope to meet you down the line again, Mike. This is Norway 7, Whiskey India Tango, saying 7-3, Mike. Have a great day.
November 7, Whiskey India Tango, well, Rich, excellent contact. Good luck into your future, and I hope you pick a nice place to retire on. 73 from Victor Alpha 6, Mike Bravo.
QTH is Vancouver Island up in the Pacific Northwest. I suspect we're not too terribly far apart. Whiskey 7, Alpha Mike Delta, Victor Echo 7, Mike Tango Whiskey, over.
Very good, John, W7A and D. Well, excellent. Let me see here, hold on. That should help. There we go. Put a little bit of power on the antenna. W7A and D. Well, good morning to you, John. The name is Chris. I think you tried to look me up there by the sound of it. You think I'm in Mill Creek, but I'm actually in Arizona. I'm east of Phoenix in Arizona, up in the foothills, a little town called Fountain Hill. And you're a sort of S3 on the meter, not very strong. I tried both antennas. Neither of them seem to give you more than about an S3 signal, but there's no competition and the noise is non-existent, so solid copy here. VE7NTW, and I guess Happy Father's Day, if that's appropriate. W7AMD, over.
Yes, USO, Chris. Well, very nice to meet you this morning. And yes, you picked up about a 5x4 there, 5x5. The band is not in that. The band is obviously not in very good condition today. I just came on. We're on the east side of Vancouver Island. We are about 220 miles northwest from the city of Seattle down in Washington State, and we're about 30 miles offshore in the Pacific Ocean. Nice day here, temperature going up into the high 80s, possibly even the low 90s. As I said, another breath of wind in the air, another cloud in the sky. Running about 150 watts here, Chris, open wire feed line to a 6-sided, 900-foot horizontal wire sky loop antenna, about 105 feet off the ground. We have the big 12 organic towers here. No, we don't have a computer here. I was just sort of making a wild guess. I thought I heard you before, and said about a nice signal effort there up in the zone about that. Pretty poor band conditions, I think, Chris. Whiskey 7 Alpha Mike Delta, Fountain Hills, Arizona. Victor Echo 7 Mike Tango Whiskey, over.
Yeah, good, John. Very nice copy now. S7, that whole over. I switched to the vertical, and that seemed to have given you a bit of a boost. So, good. The antenna is 14 ABQ. I was originally on a big open wire feed, doublet, with 600 ohm feeder and a remote tuner, but the vertical seems to be a better deal for us. TS590 and an SB221, which I think, if I'm looking at the right side, was that you? Yes, it was. You've got one of those on your bench too, I think. Maybe you actually got two of them by the look of it in the picture. So that's the setup here. I've been here all of 6 or 7 weeks now since we moved down from Mill Creek, and it's hot as a pistol here today. It's 100 degrees already. It's Father's Day, of course, so our two big boys and their families will be here later for a bit of a pool party, although I think unless you're in the pool, you won't want to be out on the back patio because it's so warm today, but it'll be a nice family gathering. V7NTW, W7AMD, over.
Yes, USO, Chris. Well, very nice to meet you, and happy Father's Day from one father to another. I hope you have a great time there with the boys, and yeah, I can understand not wanting to be out there on the old patio. But we get over 100 degrees here in the central part of Vancouver Island, what they call the Alberta Valley between the two mountain ranges. They will get over 100 degrees there, but on the coast here, I'm about a mile inland from the ocean on the east side. We get up into the low 90s. That's about it for us. So nice weather, and then down there by the ocean, of course, they're in the mid 80s most of the time. So nice and cool. Perfect weather for swimming. And it's nice warm salt water. The beach there, you can probably walk out for half a mile, not get much deeper than about maybe 2 or 3 feet. So the water gets very, very warm there over this beautiful, beautiful white sandy beach. Chris, you mentioned you may have the wrong QRZ page there. I don't think I have any pictures of any amplifiers on my page, and I said most of my pictures are all airplanes. So you may have got me mixed up there, Chris. Whiskey 7 Alpha Mike is. Oh yeah, one more quick comment there, of course. Well, I'm not surprised that the vertical is better than the doublet antenna. The doublets are famous for being long-range antennas, and they're very, very poor for short skip, but they're a wonderful antenna for long range and low radiation angles, and great for the X, but not for the short haul. Whiskey 7 Alpha Mike Delta, Victor Echo 7 Mike Tango Whiskey. QSL, Chris?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, my apologies. I was looking at the previous I thought I changed the page, John. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at yours now, and aeroplanes and open wire feeder. That looks just like my open wire feeder with the big black pipe centers. So I get 50 feet of that feeding my doublet up here, and about 60 feet of coax feeding out to the tuner, and then I've got a 600-watt tuner out at the bottom of the 50-foot feeder, which goes up the tree. The one tree that I have on the property, otherwise I have nothing here to hang my antennas on,
the old QDH up in Mill Creek. Had lots of big trees, but they were all in a very small space. The good news is I've got more space here, and maybe in the fullness of time we'll get some kind of tower or something, or a mast or whatever. And I'm busy renovating a TA-33 that's about 40 years old, and maybe we'll get that back on the air. But in the meantime, we make a bit of noise and we shake the electrons up. So let's see, what else do I look on your website here? Okay, yeah, the big wire feeder that looks just like mine, and you've got a massive loop, of course, which is huge. I don't have enough ways to support that loop, unfortunately. But I could put a pretty good size one. I was looking, I have a tree on the far side of my property, and I've got thoughts I might run a big loop, even though it won't be very high. It might be good on top land in the evenings or something like that. Probably not great for DX, but so all sorts of things. And my thoughts also about a hex beam down the road on top of a push-up mast or something that wouldn't be very hard to put up. At 73 years old this coming week, big towers and big masts are just not in my future, I think, but I would like to get back to having a directional antenna again. V7NTW, W7AMD, over.
Yeah, QSL, Chris, good copy there, my friend, no problem whatsoever. And you're so right, the hex beam will be my go-to antenna as well. I do love my loop antenna. I do have a double antenna folded up in a small sports bag for portable and field day work, but my next antenna will be the hex beam, without a doubt. They work so well. I have no idea why they work so well, but they do. I work, friends of mine sitting in New Zealand there, and he's had a hex beam sitting on top of a beer keg while they were building it, and working him 5.6, 5.7 up here to the west coast from New Zealand, from that hex beam barely 2 feet off the ground there, Chris. One quick comment, I'm very, very curious. I'm trying to detect where your accent is from, QSL.
Oh, Roger. Well, as I told you, my other call sign is Golf or Alpha Mike Delta. That would probably tell you everything you need to know, guys.
Yes, Chris, QSL. Well, I can detect something there. Of course, I'm an old transposed Brit myself when I was about 6 or 7 years old, but very, very little memory of that. I've been here, same vintage as you, except I've been here for 67, 68 years, so not much memory. I still have 1 or 2 family members there on the west coast around Lancashire, QSL.
Ah, very good. Yeah, I have a sister and 3 cousins still alive. Most of them are all older than me, and we were planning to go back this past year, to have a visit. We hadn't been back in 4 or 5 years. I retired 5 years ago, and I went back on a nice 3-week trip around and did some sightseeing with my wife, and actually had a vacation instead of just visit the family. But they're all older than me, and we hope.
Zero. Leave us here. Thanks again, Harry. This is Kilo Zero Bravo Oscar Tango. This is the Maritime Mobile Service Network, and I am taking general check-in from anyone I can hear with or without traffic. Over.
Whiskey Alpha Zero Bravo Oscar Foxtrot.
Kilo Sierra 6 with the Alpha Sierra Papa.
November 6th, Whiskey Alpha Sierra, please stand by. Whiskey Alpha Zero, Bravo, Oscar Foxtrot. Tom, how are you this afternoon? Over.
Doing fine, Dick. It's hot in the Ozarks, and you're booming in here about 10 over 9. I just wanted to tell you that, and wish you a happy Father's Day. Over.
Well, thank you so much, Tom, and happy Father's Day to you also. A little warm in Missouri, over?
Yeah, a little warm. It's crawling on to 95 with a big heat index over 100 there, over.
Oh, my. Listen, it was very hot in South Dakota. It has cooled down, and let me take a look. I'll get you my current temperature, I hope. It's 68 degrees, over.
Now, Roger, on the 68, I just looked at mine. We're at 93, over.
Oh, boy. Well, listen, Is there anything I can do for you today, Tom?
No, you've done it for me, Dick, just by picking me up. Thank you so much for it. I appreciate it. You have a good time with the net, and have a wonderful Father's Day. Here, we'll be clear on you.
Very good, Tom. Thanks so much for stopping by. Breaking with Whiskey Alpha Zero, Bravo Oscar Foxtrot. I'm going to move on to November 6th, Whiskey Alpha Sierra.
So I don't know what's going to happen. We'll probably get through this year, but next year, if it stays like it has been, we're going to follow probably a lot of our acreage. See you.
Oh boy, Ron, listen, we're just going to have to all pray for rain and snow. Over.
Oh, Roger, yeah, the snow in the mountains there does us more good in the summer than the rain we get, and we didn't get either one this year, so